guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah and this is B.fleye Beauty. Today I'm going to be using a lot of things from my most recent haul. Well, my haul of the year. It's like the most I bought at one time in a long time. And I think it's because I'm transitioning into a new career and I want to make sure I can like buy stuff. So I wanted to buy stuff while I had the money. And this is kind of what it came to. So I'm going to use as much as I possibly can. I will not be using the Clionadh Cosmetics palette because I have a dedicated video on that, and I will not be using the Colourpop, or formerly known as Musée Beauty, like the Painterly palette, because there will be a dedicated video on that. And then I will not be using the Oden's Eye palettes either, because there's a whole dedicated video on that. So I'm going to be using the things I got from Credo Beauty, some things from Ulta. It's not entirely a full face, but we're gonna zoom in and do as much as we can. Okay, so it is a little bit bright in here, but I'm gonna do my best. I have skincare on and mascara because I did go out into the world already. There are some kind of weird blemishes, healing blemishes from the tretinoin. So we'll be able to see kind of how this covers the blemishes and spots I have. What I'm worried about is, so I'm using the Jones Road What the Foundation today. What I wonder is, should I use the In Beauty Project face glaze underneath? Because I have oily skin. If you're new here, I'm 41, just turned 41 on May 20th. And I have oily skin, acne prone skin, and so I don't know how much glow I want, but we're gonna go ahead and just go for it. Obviously this is not gonna be something that lasts all day, I can tell you that already. I talked about in my haul how this In Beauty face glaze is kind of similar to a lot of products out there that have been trying to dupe the, keep wanting to call Natasha Denona, the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I believe that this is just a similar product that can be used mixed in foundation, before foundation, as like a very natural highlighter. I'm gonna use it under foundation, and it comes in a tub. It doesn't, I don't think it has much of a smell, which I do like. I don't want it to be smelly. It's not really high-end packaging. It's pretty affordable looking packaging, if that makes sense. So I'm going to just take the slightest little bit here and I'm going to put this everywhere as like a glowy primer. Now they say you can use this by itself. If I did that, I would probably put some concealer on, but I really should have used this morning when I went on my errand to see how it wore by itself. But it is very glowy, very glowy. I don't know if you can tell. Okay, so it is not as glowy as Glow Screen, but it definitely has a glow to it. So if that's something you're looking for, I believe it's more affordable than this. I will look into that, but I think the In Beauty face glaze was around $20, which I think is a decent price for this much product. If it's something that you use every day, it might be worth checking out. I'm not like a super big fan of Super Goop anymore, but the Glow Screen is a little much for me. I've started using the Glow Screen on my chest and on the tops of my hands because it gives a little bit of tint as well, but it's just a little too much for my face. So hopefully this face glaze is a little bit less. It seems to be less. It seems to be drying down a little bit. It is tacky, which would be nice to wear under foundation. All right, we're gonna use some of the Jones Road. They do recommend using this with your fingers. Now, like I said before, this is, it's a clean beauty product, so it will separate. The smell is not my favorite, but it feels like nothing else I've ever tried. So I got a little bit, I'm going to mix on my finger just to warm it up to make sure that all the little things are mixed. I don't understand why high-end people, beauty brands, put so much fragrance. It's not good for your skin. I know it makes it smell high-end, but like for those people that are like really sensitive to smells, it's too much. It's too much. We wear this on our face. Like, ugh, it is so perfumey. I do not like that. That's probably my least favorite thing overall. So she does recommend that you really moisturize under this, especially if you have drier skin. This feels super moisturizing to me. So I'm not sure like if she's talking about like super duper duper dry skin or like a normal skin, but my regular moisturizer was fine. I did not need anything else. Okay, got a little too much there. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my sponge to just kind of pick up the excess. This really looks stunning on the skin. I mean, again, I don't know that it's a long stay, long wear, anything, but it is beautiful. So pretty. And I like reading the reviews on Instagram and stuff, and people saying, oh, it didn't work for me, it's too gooey, whatever. So they do recommend that you don't use too much. I got a little carried away. So like I said, I'm picking it up. But, oh, if I didn't say, I got number 3. I think it's the 3rd shade up from the lightest. Let's use this and see. I just used my fingers last time, but let's see what this brush does. This is only my 2nd time using it. I think in the future I would not use it on top of the face glaze, but we're just gonna see. We're just gonna see. So it's not something that like really covers. It is a true BB cream, but there is some coverage. I mean, I have pretty heavy stuff going on my skin right now because of the tretinoin, so I'm not mad about what this does. I'm not looking for high coverage anything. So if you're looking for high coverage anything, this is not for you. Okay, it does look a little different on top of that face glaze than what I first experienced, but I don't know if it's because I put a little too much on or if they're just not like the best mix together, but we'll see how that sits. Yeah, it's really pretty. Here's another thing about this though, it does not fully dry down. It will stay kind of tacky. You can put powder over it, which we're gonna do today. Next, I want to use a little bit of the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. Talked about how much I love this so far. I'm using like a half of a pump. And I got the color, I think it's the 2nd one up. And it is a little light for blemish coverage, but we're gonna just see like product-wise, can it cover? So with that tretinoin, I've been breaking out a lot more here. So the tretinoin, what it does is it pulls everything that's going to be there out faster. And I have been breaking out there lately. So it's just kind of brought it to the surface, but it's gotten kind of scabby. So I have some weird things to cover. I kind of just want to see, again, color-wise, it's not perfect, but can this cover like a heavier blemish? I know Jones Road has these little sticks that you can buy, concealer sticks, that they highly recommend. And I've heard, I've started watching Kaki. She is a beauty YouTuber and she said that they work beautifully together. So that's nice to know, like they're a good companion. All right, and then I'm gonna put what's left here on my inner corners. This stuff goes a long way, guys. That was half a pump on that concealer and I'm still using it. Like still going. All right, I'm going to use my sponge on the under eyes here, just so I'm not packing too much in. All right, so I don't think it's gonna cover this blemish. I think I would just need a heavier concealer in general, which is fine. That's like a scab and more like a wound than it is a pimple, so. All right, let's see here. So I do think the Jones Road is better with a sponge. Fingers first, sponge second. I think the concealer can be finger sponge, brush. It can be any of those things. They will all work. But the Jones Road is made for fingertips. Honestly, I don't know that even dry skin would need like a face glaze underneath, but please tell me if you have used this, what you think. All right, so there's skin without any powder. I do think I want to do a little powder under the eyes and a little bit on the cheeks. Noodle butt. Noodle, you want to come get on the camera? Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. What you got? Why you cry? Okay, so we did a little bit of powder. Here's the thing, you can still feel the tackiness. You can still feel the tackiness through the water. So, through the water, through the powder. That's, other than the smell, that's kind of my biggest concern. If that doesn't bother you, again, for more mature dry skin, I think it would be fine. For the bajillionth time, I don't think I would use the face glaze underneath it. I don't think it's necessary for my skin in particular. All right, so some blush. I didn't buy any new blush, so I'm going to use the Flower Beauty Pyramids Cheek Color in Peach Glow. I pulled this out as like a shop my stash kind of thing. Okay, Noodle is freaking out about something. All right, so we're gonna do like a wash of this. We're gonna see how glowy can we really get. Oh my God, hair, get out of the way. Man, Flower Beauty has some gems. I bought the rose one thinking I would like it better after using the peach for a while, but the peach is definitely my favorite. The rose is just as gorgeous. It's just color preference. Okay, this is really, really pretty all together. This would be beautiful just for pictures. But like for my skin, this ain't gonna stay, okay? This ain't gonna stay. It's my country voice. Do you like my country voice? When in doubt, add some more. All right, it's not about the blush, Sarah. Okay, leaving it alone. Let's do a little this, a little this, a little this. All right, super pretty. So what I want to use next is the About Face. This is in Blue Monday. Oh man, that's good. So it is the About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint. This is a soft touch little thing. I love that it is the exact color of what is inside. It comes on a doe foot. I'm just gonna do some very easy artistic, like zhuzhy, like there is no technicality to this. There is no anything about this. I think that that is what these paints are about, is just kind of doing whatever you want, whatever feels good. So I'm just gonna put a little here and then I'm just gonna blend it out with my finger. Wow, look at that freaking color. Are you kidding me? I'm just gonna dab this and we're just gonna make it kind of messy. I'm not trying to be perfect here. I love the blendability of this too. This is really, really easy to work with. I think it gives you a lot of time. Ooh, look at that. That is so pretty. I kind of just wanted to do like dots of color, but well, I guess I'm not going anywhere. And even then, would it really matter? I don't know. Okay, let's go ahead and blend out the edges. This is nice. This is the first time I've used this. I've used a lot of these products before, like playing around right when I got them. But this, I had not touched yet. This is really stunning. You could do so much with this. Like you could use this as a liner. Let's see if we go in. Actually, I kind of just want to like make this inner corner super bright. Like if you don't know me, I love bright inner corner. A little worried about my little noodle here. He's been crying about this little stick and I can't figure out what's wrong. Okay. All right, what should we do with this? Let's see. Oh, there's a lot of glitter on there. We do not want that. I really wanted this to be a nice matte look. Wow, this like really blends out. I really would love to know like how blendable these are when you stack colors on top. Okay, I just want this to be just like a wash, like a watercolor. These really blend out to be very watercolory. That's really cool. And then I think I'm just gonna stick this not so perfect situation in the front of the eyes right there. We're just gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna put a little bit more mascara on. Then we'll do a little bit of some new brows. I have not been wearing mascara on the bottom lash line, and I think I'm gonna keep it open today as well. Just keep it really light. All right, that's super pretty. That's super pretty. I don't know if I would next time like wear the wash and the inner corner, but it doesn't look bad. It's just not my preference. It's really pretty. I'm excited to see how it wears. Let's see. Okay, so I wanted to use my new NYX Thick It, Stick It Thickening Brow Mascara. So this is great if you do not have a lot of hairs. I don't have a ton of hairs. The hairs I do have are very light, so I do dye them. Remember that the first touch of the brush is gonna have the most pigment. So you always wanna start at the tail if you can. And then whatever's left will come to the front. Like I said in my haul video, I really like my brows to just be sticky and fluffy and big. So I like this so far because it actually sticks up and stays and it doesn't fall down throughout the day. Like at the end of the day, it will be that thick and juicy. Juicy is not the word. Held. It'll be that thick and they will be held in position. I don't understand why they're just never even. This brush is bigger than the typical brush I like. It's still small, but it's not the teeny tiny one. So if you don't have a lot of hair, this might be a little too much for you. I do have hair for it to stick to. You might want a smaller one if that's the case. This is very similar to, in formula, the Revlon Colorstay Brow Fiber Filler. Now the Revlon one has a much smaller spoolie. Let me show you the other one. So this is the Revlon one and this is the NYX one. I don't know if it's gonna focus or not. If you can see the difference in the size there. But the formula is very similar. They both stay put. I like the color of the NYX one a little bit more. The Revlon one's just a teeny tiny bit more warm. We're gonna use the Colourpop Alt Rock Fresh Kiss Lip Cream. And this is the one that I got 5 of in my haul. So we're going to put a little bit of this on the inner rim of the lips. I've had some chapstick on. So this feels a little bit like the NYX lip creams. This is a little softer. It feels very, very soft and pillowy. It does not dry down completely like a liquid lipstick does. And then we'll buff it out to the edges. This is a very good product to do popsicle lips with. Because it buffs out really beautifully. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit. Hopefully you can see, the only new thing I didn't try is the blush. Everything else was new other than the mascara. The skin looks beautiful. I would like to know if you have drier skin, have you tried this? Another complaint I have is that you can't buy it in store yet unless you have a Credo store and near you. And I think that these are the kind of products, especially with the price, that you would want to get a sample of to start. This is just awesome. This is awesome. If you like to play around with more avant-garde looks, this might be really cool. Even if you don't, if you just wanna, if you have a favorite color that you like to use on your eyes, I mean, this is gonna last you a freaking lifetime. Hopefully it doesn't dry out easily, but the color here is beautiful and it buffs out really nicely. Like you can get a watercolor look. So it looks like you can get a lot of different styles of looks from this. Again, it should last forever, but I don't know if it's gonna dry out. These, she just went down the About Face, which is by Halsey. She just went and like cut all the prices permanently on her line, which I think is really cool. So these are kind of like high-end drugstore prices, very affordable in the grand scheme of things. The Colourpop things were about $6. Like I said, the face glaze was about 20. Jones Road was around 40 to 45. The Nyx Bear with Me concealer was 10. So, oh, and then the eyebrow thing was, I think, around 10. So a lot of affordable products, a lot of things you can just pick up at the drugstore or at Ulta. I wasn't super precise on these eyes because I just don't care. I just don't care. Anyway, so hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you've tried any of these things down below. If you would recommend something new or a different color of these. I think so far my favorite color of the Lip Kiss, what is it? Lip Kiss? What is it called? Oh my gosh, it's already rubbed off. Fresh Kiss Lip Cream, Lowered, is the Let's Vogue color, but I'm gonna do a whole little video of just trying on these 5 lip colors. Any hootie, thanks so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye guys.